celebrate good times. Come on. I really shouldn't sing, should I? Anyway, congratulations to Sadiq Khan, who is the first Muslim mayor of London. In fact, he's the first Muslim mayor of any major city in the West. So congratulations to him and everyone that supported him. There were quite a few candidates representing different parties, different groups, etc. But the race was basically a two-horse race between the left and the right. Sadiq Khan and Zach Goldsmith, and Khan done it, unlike Amir. Like I said, the whole race was kind of pitched as left versus right, and it was very much, Conservative versus Labour. And Zach Goldsmith seemed to be representing the silver spoon born Etonian bred modern day yuppie. Might be slightly unfair to call him a yuppie, but probably. Khan, however, pitched himself as a Muslim from a council estate whose dad was a bus driver. The thing is, Conservatives can't help themselves. They have to appeal to the lowest common denominator and base primal instincts. And in this case, it was fear. Fear of anything that isn't like you. Goldsmith went below the belt and it cost him. So Khan lives up to his name and is crowned King of London. Did you see what I did? No, okay, never mind. You do know Khan means king. Anyway, whatever. However, is Khan a wolf in sheep's clothing? So what do I mean by that? One aspect of his background that got my spidey sense tingling, no, I'm not Spider-Man, but whatever, which is that he is a former chairman of the Fabian Society, and he still sits on the executive committee. Now, who are the Fabians? The Fabians are a group founded in 1884, and their main purpose is to mold and change society. Most importantly, they do this gradually. That alone is not what gives me concern. My question becomes, change to what? I asked this question because that image you saw just before, which I'm showing again, is the Fabian Society's original logo, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Khan's win was not simply a matter of his main rival self-imploding into a hot mess of bigotry and discriminatory dog whistles. Khan really did put a shift in, specifically with the heavyweights of the London business community. This is taken from an article in Financial Times from January of 2016. It says Mr. Khan has visited the Federation of Small Businesses, the Institute of Directors, London First, CBI, which is the Confederation of British Industry, London Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the City of London Corporation, and the City UK in his campaign. By contrast, Mr. Goldsmith has met only the CBI and the FSB so far, but is scheduled to meet the IOD later this month. And I'm just glad I know my ABCs. Now, bear in mind where it's saying by contrast, Mr. Goldsmith has only met so on and so forth, right? Because Mr. Goldsmith is probably already friends with a lot of people in those circles anyway. Let's just keep it real. So I guess I get a little worried when I see that Sadiq Khan is charming these people who roll in these circles, the similar circles to Mr. Goldsmith and George Osborne and David Cameron and those kinds of circles, the tax evasion circles, etc. And also you'd think, or you'd hope that the Labour Party would be trying to get more unified and trying to work together as a big collective, etc., etc. But I mean, the article even goes on to mention this. But one business lobby group said Mr. Khan had succeeded in calming fears that he might subscribe to the views of Jeremy Corbyn, Labour's hard left leader. I don't think business is at all worried about him. He has very much put clear water between him and the party leader, said a spokesman off the record. By the way, the Fabian Society are also responsible for providing us with Tony Blair, something they claim proudly on their website. Tony Blair and the whole new Labour, new rebranding, imaging, marketing, hype, propaganda stuff. Cheers, guys. Now, one of Khan's top priorities during his tenure as mayor is to address the housing crisis and achieve a target of 50% of all new housing being built to be affordable. Again, my spidey sense tingles. Because what is affordable to the business leaders that Sadiq Khan charmed during his campaign, and what is affordable to me, little old me who lives in London, works full time, those are two very different definitions of the word affordable. I work full time. I am in full time employment, and I cannot afford to buy a house. I can barely afford to rent. Mr. Khan's business clientele, I'm sorry, did I say clientele? I meant constituents. Well, they can afford 2 or 3 houses whenever they want. And so I ask, affordable to who? Now look, he's only just got into office, so we're going to have to give him some time and see exactly what his actions speak to what kind of character he is. Is he just another lying, crooked politician who's promising one thing out of one side of his mouth and is going to deliver a whole other thing to him and his friends on the other side? Or is he actually going to try at the very least? Because I'm sure there will be opposition. There usually is when people are trying to do something good and right. If he's at least trying, if he's making an effort and he's showing those signs, then, I'll support him to try and get those things achieved as well. I have my reservations, but, I'm only human. I recognize that all these people as well are only human. So we'll see. I believe actions speak louder than words. So let's see what his actions say. So that's all I've got to say for now. Peace and love to you all.